Street League Skateboarding is brought to you by Cariuma, old school shoes, new school ethics. By Monster Energy, proud sponsor of Street League Skateboarding since 2010. By Visible, wireless that is better with friends. And by Skater XL, available now on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. And these amazing drone shots of Jacksonville that you've seen this weekend have been brought to you by Athletic Brewing Co. It's a great day from Riverfront Plaza. That's St. John's River there, downtown Jacksonville. Now don't download TrueSkate for free today, only on the App Store or Google Play. Play this course and many, many more on TrueSkate right on your phone. All right, with the line section in the books, the start list has been reordered. First skater coming in, sitting in 8th place, will be Samaria Brevard, followed by Candy Jacobs, Funa Nakayama, Kate Oldenboving, Ryssa Leal, Momiji Nishiya, Pam Rosa, and Roos Zwetsloot. Now let's talk about how this format works with the basics brought to you by Tech Deck. There are 2 sections to Street League, the line section and single tricks. Line section is in the books. Now we have 4 single tricks coming up from each skater anywhere on the course, and the top 3 scores count from any section. After that, the bottom 4 skaters will be eliminated. Top 4 skaters will be given 2 more tries each to improve their score. Those are the basics brought to you by Tech Deck. Samaria Brevard, the 28-year-old from the USA, is in for her first of 4 single tricks.
Oh, nice crooked grind, backside crooked grind.
Looking confident, she's coming out, putting it down. First go.
Solid lockdown, clean dismount. Textbook crooked grind. See how the judges score this obstacle today in a single trick. See where their standard is.
Samaria trying to claw her way back up into the mix. A 5.1 for the crook puts her on top of the leaderboard, but until each skater has 3 scores on the board, the results are going to move around a lot, and they don't always tell the whole story. Candy Jacobs from the Netherlands is in. Beautiful.
Solid Smith grind.
What do you think? Let's compare and contrast. Gap Smith versus
Similar.
Gap Crook.
Almost equal.
Depends on
who tries it, but in equality on that one, I would say. Depends on who you are. I would say the frontside Smith might be a little more difficult than a crooked grind.
A little more commitment maybe required, maybe not.
More finesse, maybe. I think a crooked grind, you can just flop into it a little bit more.
5.2. The judges liked it 1/10 of a point better than the crooks. So right you are, Jeff. Next in, 16-year-old Olympic bronze medalist Funa Nakayama from Japan.
Oh!
Signature.
Then it is. A heavy frontside crooked grind. She does them so well, too.
Yeah.
It's another look, different back angle there, so you can see the good dip and lockdown. Comes out with full speed. Look at the pinch down on that one. Look at the eye placement, head placement.
If a back crook gets a 5.1, then a front crook's got to get
more.
Good call. 6.2 for the front crook. Puts Funa in first place for now. On deck, one of 3 Dutch skaters here in the Super Crown final, Kate Oldenboving.
Coming in fakie. Oh, just misses it. Going for that half cap nose slide.
And that's, that's the difference between trying the tech tricks. Sometimes you don't even get into them, much less pop out.
Now, she didn't really pop and get into that, so if the judges don't know what she was trying, can she do that again? What she was going for?
I think since she didn't get into it, then yes. Ryssa on deck. She's got work to do, and that's a great start, backside Smith grind. So we talked about it. Candy Jacobs did a front Smith for 5.2. Ryssa follows up with a back Smith. Again, a harder trick.
Watch that front foot, the slight shift backwards so she can dip it down. Always looks cleaner when a Smith grind like that, when you pull that front foot and dip it. The judges will see that, like excellent form on the way she did the trick. See what they think.
6.0 even. That puts Ryssa on top. But 3 skaters still to go in the first tries of single tricks. Momiji Nishiya, the Olympic gold medalist. Gap out Cruz.
Some slight tactics here, I think.
Yeah, we talked about that. Strategy in effect. So, okay, if that's worth a 5.1, and I just need a few solid scores before I really put the hammer down. Drop the 5.1.
Almost a backside nose grind on that. Looks like she's having fun, though. It's always good to see. Olympic champ right there.
5.1. Predictable.
But, as you said, clever, too, though. Tactics, strategy. It's how you win, if you want to win.
So Pamela Rosa in next from Brazil. 2019 Super Crown champ. She was in second after the line section. Set herself up nicely.
Oh, the fakie!
Wow, okay, she got sketchy, but forget about sketchy. Lip slide the double kick to fakie jack.
Excellent, like that's a good 20-foot, 16, 20-foot slide. Going through those kinks, you can see right there, down, flat, down, and to pull it fakie, you have to shift your hips. A little bit of a hand touch, but there was no toe drag. If you watch here, she rips out. I don't think there's any toe drag on the floor. Touches the, oh, slightly, and a little bit of hand. Judges will dock her for that, but the level of the trick, the level of the gnaw was in there.
That's a tough one to judge, though, because it's such a hard trick, but the landing.
But it's on another level from just doing a Smith grind or a crooked grind down the hubba. It's a lot more control. You're sliding for 20 feet. A lot more things could go wrong. The judges should note that. It's a heavier trick, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
and she did make it.
And I agree, and I hope.
But it was sketchy.
The score she deserves, but it was sketchy. So there, it leaves that door open for the judges to bring that score down a little bit, but not much. A 5.7. So Pamela Rosa up on top in the lead.
I agree with that. Good call, judges, on that one.
On deck, Roos Zwetsloot. You saw her grind in the Hollywood 16 recently, and here she is, straight into a front nose grind.
Full speed.
Coming off.
That's unfortunate. I think she was going just a little bit too quick, so as she kind of went to come out of the nose grind, she couldn't pull her weight back. Fell foot. That's why you've seen her fall forward.
Back up on top of the start list, Samaria Brevard, sitting in 6th place. Looking for her 3rd score right now.
She's got those heavy tricks, though, Samaria.
Oh, yes!
That was a mean kickflip.
Like that one, yes.
That was an awesome kickflip. Talk about floater.
And we've talked about doing flip tricks downstairs or over gaps in these contests. Anybody can flip their board and get it to hit their feet, but to ride out of them, it's so hit and miss here. And she nails it. Andrew, what do you think? You like what you see out here?
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, first flip trick we've seen here in the finals. We've got Crooks, we've got Smiths, both front side, backside, and then we saw the lip slide. So it's awesome to see Samaria going for it on that kickflip. Curious to see if any of the other skaters go down that route.
You're right. Variety pays off, and it does here in the final with a 6.0 even for Samaria. She's back up on top of the leaderboard. Candy Jacobs coming in next. She's had a great year. Placed 8th in Salt Lake City in August. trying to put herself back up.
Oh, she needed a hammer too. Just sticking on that board side. Let's hope she's okay.
And hey, that's a perfect example of what you're talking about, Jeff. Skating the double kink rail takes another level of commitment.
And balance, right?
Yeah, you could get pitched, and then you don't have the ground to deal with. You're tangled up on the rail still, and then the ground. Funa Nakayama on deck. She's in 5th place. Nailed that front crook. Let's see what she has here. Back crook.
I see a pattern emerging right here.
So what you're going to get there is you're going to get that score that's roughly 5.1, let's say, and then that'll be her 3rd score. So she's set herself up great. Then she's going to want to drop her line score. That's the next step, because that was a 2.8. She's going to want to get rid of that and go for the throw. 5.0 even.
Clean score for Funa.
She's the new leader. Kate Oldenboving.
Kate needs to make this one count. She needs to make this one count right here. Coming in half cab nose slide, 270.
There you go. Like 360 dismount too. But that's going to be her 2nd score.
Nice half cab in, locks, throws those shoulders and rips it round. Very cleanly done. You can see that nice fisheye angle. You can really see the spin. Technical trick.
4.5. Good enough to move Kate into 6th place. And next in, winner from Salt Lake, winner from Lake Havasu, going for her 1st ever Super Crown win, the Monster Energy skater, Ryssa Leal.
Oh, nice frontside blunt slide down the big hubber and then hangs up on the quarter pipe.
Let's talk about that trick on a hub up versus gap out to Smith, gap out to Crook.
On this hubber, it's a metal hubber. Metal, when it gets a lot of heat on it, likes to stick a lot, so you have to wax it regularly, and that's the kind of trick right there. You will stick. There's that visible replay. The judges know that. Certain tricks like that, where you have to really push at them to make them, they're a lot harder down those hubber than your basic Smiths and crooked grinds, and etc.
So that is going to be a huge score for Ryssa. And she had the 6. Last go, 6.9. This go, she is back on top. At 6.9 is the highest score of the day so far. And Momiji is on deck. Everybody now has work to do. Momiji going for her 3rd score here.
Oh, going for the backside Smith grind, it looked like.
So the top 4 skaters are the ones who will get 2 more tries after the first 4 goes. It's all about staying in that top 4. Pamela Rosa is currently sitting in that 4th place spot. This is her 2nd try. Back Smith.
Is it fairly safe, just getting that trick in there?
She's coming off a good run score and a good 1st trick score. This one is just going to keep it going. Clean.
Yeah, clean backside Smith grind. Didn't quite dip it and hold it in as long. Comes out at her early, but keeps great speed.
So Pam Rosa with a 6. That moves her up into 2nd place. The 2 Brazilians up on top. And Roos Zwetsloot looking for her 1st make here. There it is. Comes back for the front nose grind and sticks it. That's heavy. With only 4 best trick attempts, you can't fall on more than 1.
That's one of those tricks like the front blunt there, where like there's a little bit more balance and push and control when you're actually on the spot. She was stoked on that one. Good clean nose grind.
Yeah, and she looked relieved to have that. She gets past it, and now she has 3 more attempts to lock in 1 more great score. It's good enough to put her into 5th place. Cut is 4. Back to the top of the order for second single trick attempts, Samari Brevard. She is in the top 4 currently. She has 3 scores. She's trying to drop that run score of a 2.
Oh, clean 5-0. Plays it safe.
All right, so she's gonna drop that 2.0. But you're right, playing it safe, but setting herself up for the final try. This is actually 3rd best trick attempt here. Samaria getting it done.
I think we'll see her go a little bit more buck wild for the next single trick.
Yeah, because she set herself up perfectly for it.
Clever moves.
Have 3 good scores. That 4.5 puts her in 3rd. And Andrew, you got some info for us?
Yeah, I mean, on that last slam, Candy unfortunately went down, hit her wrist, the one that's already braced. She was really feeling it, walking around, talking about it. It was in a lot of pain, so we'll see where she goes from here.
All right, she's coming in. She's in 8th, looking for her 3rd score.
Oh!
Yes!
Whoa!
Andrew didn't seem to slow one bit.
That was amazing.
Beautiful.
That was at full speed feeble grind through the king rail. Way to shake that out. Way to shake that slam off and step it up.
Candy skates with so much power, and there's the perfect example of it.
And that's one of the harder tricks to do through the rail like that, with your front truck just dangling down. A lot of things could go wrong. And she did it so well, too. It's going to be a high score in 7.0.
Highest score of the day for Candy Jacobs. That's good enough to move her into 4th place, even with a 2.2 in the run section. So with 1 try left, she's put herself in a great spot. Funa Nakayama on the outside looking in 5th place.
Oh.
It's gonna come down to her. Last attempt. Moving along.
Put a little bit of pressure on herself there.
Kate Oldenboving. She's in 8th, but she's looking for her 3rd score.
Oh, clean board side through the double king.
It's hard to hold a backboard through such a long rail, too. It's one of those tricks, easy to get into, hard to stay on top of and get out of.
Absolutely, hard to control the body weight. It always wants to push you forward, pull you back, make you slam.
Drag a truck, front truck, back truck, whichever.
Trick is to keep your body right over the board the whole time and fight it all the way through.
5.3, great score for Kate. Moving her into 6th place with 1 try still to go, trying to crack into the top 4. And now it's Ryssa Leal, current leader. She's trying to drop a 3.8 to add to her lead. Oh! And that will do it.
I like the way she dropped out of that back tail right there. Clean, locked in. Look at the rip out, bang, right there. She waited till she threw her hips forward. That's how much more board control she has than the average person.
Compared to crooked grinds and Smith grinds, back tails and front blunts are next level, right? I mean, those are just...
Especially when you do them like that, Paul, where you're in total control of the situation.
6.3. Another great score. So Ryssa setting herself up. She won Havasu with a score of 21. She won Salt Lake City, 19.2. She's got a 19.2 right now. Momiji in, back Smith. That's gonna be her 3rd score. So you're gonna see a big jump in the placings.
There's that slow-mo, locked and loaded back Smith. You can can see the no movement in her arms, no compression when she lands. Very powerful, strong skater on the rails and hovers.
I love those landings. They're too casual. 6.0. She's up in the top 4. That's the spot to be. That or anything higher. Pamela Rosa in second. She's trying to get rid of a 4.6. Anything better than that is going to help her. But a 7.6 is the magic number to take the lead. This is the Super Crown final, Jeff. Every score counts.
Oh!
Okay, you saw her. She's like, okay, Candy got a 7.0 for the feeble. Going after that. Doesn't get it. She has one more attempt still to go.
That's going to put a little bit of heat on her after coming in so hot. She looks so confident out there, though.
So Roos Zwetsloot from the Netherlands. This is her first Super Crown final. She's in 8th place. Sticks it. That's going to be her 3rd score. So anything better than a 4.8 is going to move her all the way up into 4th place. We've seen the crook. That's almost a back nose grind, somewhere in between. We've seen 5.0, 5.1.
It's a crooked grind, right? But she pulls it up almost into a backside nose grind. I'm sure it'd be scored just like a crook would be scored. K grind, Costin grind, whatever you call it, 5.0.
There you go. Rose is in the top 4, and now Momiji just got bumped down to 5th. Final tries. Before we know who the top 4 are, Samaria Brevard, she's in 3rd. She's trying to drop a 4.5.
She could do with one more hammer just to get in there. She needs to get this trick. Oh!
360 flip, Jeff. That was huge. Samaria Brevard dropping the hammer.
That was the biggest flip trick we've seen of the day so far.
Take a look at the visible replay, Jeff.
Watch the flick on this. Beautiful 360 kickflip. Lands right over the top of her trucks and wheels, aka bolts. It don't get much cleaner than that.
Look at the arms on that landing. Just down, control.
That was a beautiful thing right there.
Ryssa is feeling it. Everybody out here on the deck just went crazy. 7.5, highest score of the weekend. Samaria Brevard moves up into 2nd place. And she's put herself in contention, Jeff, to be the Super Crown champion, okay? That's where we're at. Candy Jacobs, she's in 6th. This is her final try. A 3.3 is all she needs to move into top 4.
Now we'll see if she plays it safe or goes for broke.
Oh, going for broke. And that's going to be it for Candy Jacobs. She will not be moving on. The best she can do now is that 6th place. But we still have Funa and Kate still to go. Funa, the 16-year-old Olympic bronze medalist, skating in her first ever Super Crown. She's in 7th. She needs a 4.3 or better. Potentially move on.
Oh! She was trying to frontside crook through the whole kink.
Talk about going for broke there, Jeff.
I back that. I back that right there.
Yeah, she was putting it all on the line. So she's going to stay in 7th at best. Kate Oldenboving from the Netherlands.
Kate needs a heavy trick.
Needs a 5.7 or better.
Oh!
Going for it. Taking a hard trick. Backboard down the double kink. Trying to add a 270 shove out. Not getting it done here. So the top 4 skaters here in the Super Crown final will be given 2 additional tries after this 4th one. Top 3 scores will still count.
Oh, and she misses it. Going for the kickflip grind or kickflip 5-0.
Her lowest score right now is a 6, so anything she does has to be better than that. Now, Momiji Nishiya, the last skater to go who's not in the top 4. She's the only skater that can upset this top 4. She needs a 4.4 or better. Oh, she missed the ball dropping in. She gets a do-over. She did not pop the tail.
Quick rebate. Quick rebate.
Jeff, okay, all she needed was a 4-4, and she comes out front, big spin board slide, gap to hover rail.
Yeah, that's way above a 4.4. She's going to come in hot right now. That was epic.
Okay,
the way she did it too, watch the way she dips her board down, flat across the wide metal hover. Very, very, very excellent, clean, technical execution of the trick. And she knows it. She's like, that's how, when I'm doing them at my best, that's it. That's how it feels. That's how it looks.
Now listen to what's going to set up here, Jeff. Roos Zwetsloot is in 4th before that Momiji score comes in. So we're assuming Roos is going to get bumped out of the top 4, and she's going to have 1 try still to go to try to change that again.
Let's see what the judges think.
See what the judges think. 4.4 or better gets it done. Yeah, 8.0, highest score of the day, of the weekend. Momiji Nishiya is in 2nd place, and Roos did just get bumped out. Now, Pamela Rosa is in 4th, and then Roos will skate next. So, Pamela Rosa trying to get rid of a 4.6. If she can do that, it's going to help her cause.
But if she doesn't,
Roos is within striking distance.
Well, she was going for a feeble grind. She didn't get the truck in, and she board slid the whole thing.
At speed, too.
Not sketchy.
No.
You could just see she was aiming to lock it into a feeble. So I have no idea how the judges will take that one. They'll score it because it was a clean make, but you watch, look, didn't quite get over the rail, but she had to commit to it. So she didn't stick and go down.
So anything better than a 4.6 on this would help her cause.
It's going to be close.
Roos, either way, is going to need a big score. Either way. Okay, 5.0. That does help. 16.7 is her score. Now, Roos Zwetsloot is up. She's in 5th place. She needs a 6.4 or better. And Pamela Rosa is waiting to see what happens.
Oh!
50 the double kick. Zwetsloot. That's it. Does it get a 6.4 or better? Wow, this has been a heavy final, Jeff.
The simple tricks sometimes can be the hardest tricks.
Oh, shoot.
Things are heating up here. Let's see what.
They're boiling hot.
There's that slow-mo. Locks in nicely. She is stoked on that one.
Hey, she 50-50 the Hollywood 16. She's not afraid. That was just so gnarly. 6.0 doesn't get it done. Roos Zwetsloot ends up in 5th place, and our final 4 are set here in the Super Crown final. She looks a little disappointed, understandably. Pamela Rosa looking relieved. Dodging that frontside 50-50.
All right, so unofficially, we're going to round up. These skaters are top 4.
What a final, Jeff. This has been great, and still more skating still to go. We're going to re-rack. Top 4 skaters are going to get 2 more attempts each, trying to drop their lowest scores. We're going to check in with Andrew.
That was some of the most exciting skating. The fact that Pamela was able to hold on that board slide when she meant to get into a feeble grind shows how in control she is right now, especially coming down to that last minute. Momiji, the big spin frontside board slide. We saw it happen in Havasu. She went big flip front board at the end when she needed it, and then she was able to put that big spin front board down right there. This is unbelievable. The skating, the level, I can't wait to see what Samaria brings. We saw Ryssa try that kickflip back 50. I think these next 2 attempts are going to be insane. Back to you guys.
Street League Skateboarding has been brought to you by Cariuma, old school shoes, new school ethics. Tech Deck, start small, go big, Tech Deck. By Athletic Brewing Company, proud partner of Street League Skateboarding. By True Skate, true control, true skill, true skate. And here are your monster Final Four. There you go. Making the cut.
Just look at the level of the tricks that we're seeing from women's skateboarding. The progression rate has just gone sky high this year. So awesome to see.
Pamela Rosa, Momiji Nishiya, Ryssa Leal, Samaria Brevard. Monster Final Four.
Like you said before, they're real deep in re-ranking. So Pamela will be skating first, followed by Samaria, Momiji, and Ryssa will be the last skater to the top.
We're getting ready to go here. Gearing up for getting down. Quick bit of hydration. Get that last minute energy. And then lay down the maximum hammers. This is the point where it's going to get no holds barred. Go for it or go home.
Jeff, we talked about it. You did specifically. Pamela Rosa, 2019 Super Crown champ with Ryssa Leal right there. Currently, Pamela's in 4th. Oh! Big guns, high speed, gap out to lip slide down the double kink. Pamela Rosa trying to get rid of a score of a 5. Look at that, Jeff.
Full speed on that one. Just about hangs in there. You can see the gap. That's a good 10-foot gap into the lip slide.
She's the only one this weekend to gap out to that. That's it, period.
Only one this weekend to do that in the women's skating on both sides of the rail. I think she gapped out the board slide as well as lip slide.
Trying to get rid of a 5. 7.7!
Wow.
She's your new leader. Next in, Samaria Brevard, now in 4th place. She's trying to get rid of a 5.1, but a 6.0 puts her in the lead.
Let's see it, Samaria. Let's see it.
Oh! Oh! So close!
That would have been a huge score. And she was right on it, too. That's upsetting. She was right on that big old nollie heel flip.
Taking every chance, and it almost paid off. Next in, Momiji Nishiya, Olympic gold medalist, currently in 3rd place. A 5.5 puts her in 1st.
Oh! Going for the big spin flip, frontside board slide, one up the big spin board she did before, it looks like. She won't be able to try that one again. Hopefully she didn't get hurt there. Looks like she might have came down her elbow a little bit.
Monster athlete, Ryssa Leal, sitting in 2nd place. She has 2 wins this year. She's looking for her first Super Crown championship.
Oh! And she misses it.
Well, that means 1 try. It comes down to 1 try. Everyone is still up in the mix. Everyone has a shot at this still, Jeff.
It's coming down to these next 4 tricks.
The crowd is feeling it. Okay. Pamela's waxing the rail. She's here for business. Current leader, Her low score is a 5.7. Anything better than that will increase her lead. She's only 0.2 of a point ahead of Ryssa. So everything's going to help right here.
It's going to come down to these last tricks. We're going to need to see full-scale hammers.
Trying to back up her 2019 Super Crown Championship title. Can she do it? Oh, she does it! Gap out Smith grind. So gnarly. Jeff.
That was rad. That was so rad. The crowd is going bonkers here. So much positive energy and drive. Look at that. Gaps in, perfectly locked. In fact, overlocks into the Smith. Ooh. Make it even more sketchy. And at the same time, radical. Look how far she dips that Smith over.
Perfect landing. Getting props from Kelvin Hoffler. Waiting on that score. 8.1. The new highest score of the day. And Pamela now is way up in front with an overall score of a 21.8. Samaria Brevard in 4th place. Last try, right here. All or nothing.
We need more of that 360 flip energy. Let's see it. Nollie heel flip. Oh,
so good. Ah, it flipped so proper. Just turned a little bit. It popped up to her feet so clean. So Samaria is going to finish in 4th place. We have 2 skaters still to go in the Super Crown Women's Championship final. Momiji Nishiya in 3rd, needs a 7.9 to take the lead.
Oh, over rotates the flip.
She doesn't get it done. She's gonna finish in 3rd place. Jeff, it comes down to this.
Oh, it's coming down to these last moves.
Final skater of the day. 1 try. 8.7 gives her the win. Pamela Rosa up on top, trying to defend her Super Crown title. Ryssa is in.
Oh!
And Pamela Rosa is your 2021 SLS Super Crown Women's Champion.
Oh, man, and she really deserved that. You could tell she's been so focused and skating a lot and really making sure her head is in the right place. Incredible skateboarding from Pamela today. Way to go, congratulations.
You can see it on her face, how much it means to her. And the crowd came out today, and Pamela got it done for them.
So good to see so much support for skateboarding out here in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida, on the St. John River.
What a day of skateboarding. Everybody was at their absolute best. Trained the lead all day long, and it came down to who's gonna make their biggest tricks when it counts, and it was Pamela Rosa.
Came down to the last tricks, the last 4 people. Any one of them could have taken that right. Then it came down to the single last tricks.
Let's take a look at our Monster Energy highest scoring trick, and there it is. Pamela Rosa, gap out to Smith grind, full speed for an 8.1. Congratulations, Pamela Rosa. We're sending it down to Andrew Cannon, who's with our winner, Pam Rosa.
All right, Pamela. First and foremost, congratulations, 2-time SLS Super Crown World Champion. You needed that 7.6 to get up in the top spot, and you went for the gap lip. Had you even tried that this weekend?
I'm so happy to be here. And so hard, bump to rail. The first try from Lee, from Smith. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jacksonville.
You want to say anything to all the fans out there in Brazil watching at home?
Isso aqui é pra nós. Tamo junto, Brasa. Obrigado.
Everyone, one more time, make some noise for your winner, Pamela Rosa.
Absolutely incredible. What a day of skateboarding it has been so far. Pamela was on fire. Started with a great run and then just put down trick after trick after trick. Let's take a look at the final results here in the Super Crown. Pamela Rosa, your winner with a 21.8. Ryssa Leal in second. And Momiji Nishiya rounding out the podium in third for Japan. What a day, Jeff. What a day.
A great day of skateboarding so far. More to come.
Yeah, we're only halfway through. That was one of the greatest finals I have ever witnessed. So many lead changes. And like we said, everybody skating at their best. It didn't come down to who fell at what time. It was who made their best tricks.
That's right, came down to those last final hammers. Looks like we're seeing the podium gearing up.
In second place, put your hands together for Ryssa Leal. And your 2021 3D Skateboarding Super Crown World Champion, Pamela Rosa. One more time for your world champion, Pamela Rosa.
So what an incredible day of skateboarding it's been so far here in Jacksonville. And a huge congrats to all the skaters in the final, but especially Pamela Rosa for taking home the 2021 Super Crown title, her second. So for Rowley, Cannon, and everybody at SLS, I'm Paul Zitzer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at 2:30 for the men's final.